Hello everyone, it's Scott Winterroth and Heather Kendall, and this is our first antique with us, or vintage with us. We are in Jackson Square, which is a little antique, not a little, big antique mall in LaGrange, Illinois, just off the train. You can see the Amtrak roaring by here. It's actually the Metro line in Chicago, but this happened to be the train that went by at the time we were there. It's a cold but beautiful day in Chicago in February. It's about 20 degrees outside. Felt pretty balmy, but we thought we'd share with you one of our favorite antique malls. This is one of my favorite booths in the mall. Lots of really cool posters. They look vintage, but they may not be vintage. They may be reproductions, but they're about $90 a picture, which, a frame up a picture like that isn't cheap, but I think they're really cool, and I love these posters. I love to come here just to look at these posters. I might buy one of these days. Lots of cool antiques and primitives and vintage, all kinds of vendors in this mall. None of the vendors really say who they are, so I'm not sure if that's like the thing at this mall or what, but ultimately, lots of cool stuff. This vendor has lots of particularly cool little tchotch. I love these posters. It says suckered. It's for a lawyer's office, legal aid office, but this piece caught my eye too. It's a Berghoff from the Berghoff, which if you're not from Chicago, Berghoff is a big German restaurant downtown. I think it's still around. Speaking of beer drinking, here's a nice kind of Stein, or a weird Stein actually. $14, and it had kind of a weird fraud line on it. This is a really cool African head that I thought was kind of interesting. They have it on sale. I think it's about $60 on sale. Take a look at the price here. Yep, $60 on sale. Cool little bank. Didn't pick it up, but about $30. And I thought this was a really cool jewelry case. $24. They're asking $24 for it. It's got a velvet line, but I just thought the inlay was really, really cool. Some mid-century grapes for about $20, I believe. And this is a really cool Moldorama from Brookfield Zoo just down the street. And I'll talk about this again at the end in the hall. This I thought was a really cool decorative compass. Probably more valuable than Moldorama anyways. It was only $10. I didn't buy it, but kind of kicking myself for not. It looks really cool looking at it here in the video. Just for a little desk piece. I love little desk things like this. I got way too many. I thought this was a really cool vintage lamp. But NSF, not for sale. Happens. Love this little collection of Statue of Liberties. Not all of them had prices, but they were about $18, $20. This was a beautiful pocket watch, which I didn't get, but I'll talk about later in the haul video. Love this little Montgomery Ward's little AM radio. It didn't have the right price tag on it. That obviously isn't a Marilyn Monroe figurine, but didn't pick it up. I love little vintage communication tools like that, so if you see any out there, let me know. Some cool shot glasses. Didn't have prices on them, which I thought was weird, but loved that Missouri Lines one. Didn't get it. This vendor I really liked. They had a really cool telegraph key that I purchased from them last time I was there, but lots of good little figurines. This was my shout out to George the Nomad, Antique Nomad on YouTube, a little Florida stuff. And this was cool. This was from the Henry Ford Museum. They're like vintage or antique car things. They're cool. I like them. I didn't get them, but I thought that was worthy of filming. And some antique ashtrays. There was a set of 4 of them. I thought they looked cool, but again, ashtrays are kind of not really needed anymore, so I thought about that. I like Lincoln stuff. I'm not a collector, but I like seeing Lincoln stuff. I'm from Illinois, land of Lincoln, and lots of really cool Lincoln busts there. And so, this is actually from a nearby booth, but I thought this was interesting. Bust of Lincoln, kind of weird looking. Some owls, of course. Another bust. I like busts and like desktop figurines, and this one was cool. $17, but it wasn't of any one in particular. And this is from Italy, and it was a knight. And again, I like it. Maybe next time. This is a local antique store for us, so we can go anytime. This is a retro lamp, $100. I thought that was kind of cool, and a little bank from the Federal Savings Bank of Cicero. I think it was like $8. I kind of like this. I almost got this, but decided to hold off. I got just too much stuff. You know how that goes. But I love to look at it. Chicago Alphabet. We are in the Chicagoland area, so I thought this was cool. $30 seemed like a lot for that, but if you get into jewelry, like my wife Heather, there's tons of jewelry. And this little desk with the Picard set on it I thought the Picard set caught my eye. That's $55. But I thought the inlay was just, after I looked at it, the inlay was just beautiful of this table. Little bedroom meter. Wanted to get this for my wife, but she said no. And of course, had to move the male one to look for some love. Look for some love. This is really cool. The Marina Towers mid-century piece. Price is a little too high for me. I would have loved to buy this. This is something I kind of wanted, but didn't get that. And then I saw that green Blinko ashtray. My mom actually has a clear one, so I'm gonna have to try to find that. Waterford, lots of Waterford crystal. I used to sell Waterford crystal actually when I worked at Marshall Fields in my college, high school years. So some cool Waterford stuff. Nothing I wanted, nothing that I seemed really valuable. Nice little mid-century pieces. This vendor had lots of really cool mid-century stuff. Very designed very well. About a $50 lion there. I thought that was pretty cool. Some glow-in-the-dark glass. I forget the name of this. George Antique Notepad would kill me. But I really thought how they... uranium glass. There you go. Uranium glass. There is really thought it was a great way to display it. So I'm sharing this for how they displayed it. It was relatively priced. Really cool John Lennon piece. I don't know much about this, but it was really cool. Pretty expensive. A couple $100. Of course, your Avon pieces. You see them any antique store you go to. I thought that little pipe was interesting. And this screwdriver I've never seen before. So I thought I would post that here. And of course, a little travel mug from Pennsylvania caught my eye. I've never heard of the Laurel Cavern, so check that out. It's still there, but I didn't get it. Love this thermos. I almost wanted to buy this. I love this mid-century thermos, except what are you going to do with it, you know? And of course, the Chicago Vacation City posters everywhere. Lots of really cool posters. My wife, Heather, loved this one, and I do too. Didn't pick it up. So there we go. That's our little trip to the antique mall. Uh-oh.
I know, I've got a bunch of good stuff.
So what do we get? Where are we at? We're at the Jackson Square Antique Mall in LaGrange, Illinois. It's probably one of the biggest and the best antique malls, in my opinion, in the greater Chicago area. Not the only antique mall, but definitely one of the biggest. And I'm here with the Boho Trixie, and we're doing our haul video, our first haul video. So what did you get today?
I got a vintage denim patchwork hat. I've actually recently bought 2 on Amazon, and I don't think I'm going to be I wasn't very happy with the first one, and the second one I got I haven't even opened, but this one is legit. Could be even from the 70s with the inside of it. Probably more like the 90s, but... And I found... That was $26, and I found...
Not the most cheapest mall in the area, but at the end of the day, the location and the quality of the products is sort of reflective to the price.
Yeah, and the prices of the hats on Amazon were $25 and $15, so it's right about the same price.
Yeah.
These were $12. It's a pair of earrings, but I have a necklace that basically matches the earrings. You want to
matchy?
Yeah.
I found, well, you guys saw the video because I showed it when I found it, but I like these cute little, what do they call them? Mold-O-Ramas, right? Yeah. And this one's from Brookfield Zoo, which is actually right down the street from LaGrange. So I got a polar bear one. I don't know if it's vintage or not, but it was only $8, and I figured, what the heck, right? To go with our collection.
And then I got this lucite bangle bracelet. It was originally $42, but I got it for 50% off at $21, which I thought was a decent price. I wouldn't have bought it for $42.
Is it Bakelite or lucite?
No, just lucite. So like the 60s. And then I did get a vase that was $18. I'm not going to take it out of the wrapping right now.
We'll get a picture later.
Yeah, it's green, and it's going to go by the big mirror.
So that's our haul. I could have bought a lot more. The watch I was looking at, the pocket watch, which I have a Train pocket watch, so it's not like I need one. It was like $110. I did actually, the guy walked by later, and I thought for $110, it's a little bit out of my budget today, because this was just a quick, we were in the area, we thought we'd stop in, but I only got I only got the first floor done, so we'll definitely come back, do a part 2 maybe, and a part 3. There's a great bookseller in the back corner that I kind of didn't have time to look at. They've got a lot of military books and stuff like that, old books, and you know, I'm a book collector, so I didn't really have a chance to look at that, but that's okay. We were just stopping in real quick, and I thought we'd do a haul video. But that's it. Follow Boho Trixie on Instagram and Twitter. I'm Scott Winterroth, or S. Winterroth on various platforms, and we'll come to you with some more vintage, antique, more vintage than antique, thrifting, and what is this? Antique videos?
It's Bohemian Trixie at YouTube, not Twitter.
Sorry, Bohemian Trixie at YouTube. And that's it. Over and out.